Well, here we are again, and we are going to be dividing using partial quotients. Quotients. Great. And as many of you said, this looks like hangman. Well, it kind of does. Well, except we're going to divide again using it. Now, if we have our dividend, our big D, I'm going to the big D and don't mean Dallas. And then we have our divisor, and we are looking for our quotient. Now, unlike area model, we are going to again put the dividend underneath the little house. Ooh, I'm safe under here. So warm and cozy. We're going to put our divisor to the side, and our quotient will actually go on top here. Now remember, we're thinking of tens, 100, or 1,000 when we're doing this. So let's go ahead, and then now it would be easier if I write my multiples to the side. So here are my multiples of 6 up to 10. Now I'm thinking of 10, 100, or 1,000. So 6 times 1,000 is 6,000. Is that too large? Way too large, so we can't use that. 6 times 100 is going to be 600. Is 600 less? Yes, so we can put 100 here. And we are going to multiply 6 times 100 is 600. So that is going to be, and I'm taking out chunks. The whole point of this is partial quotients is taking out chunks. So now I can subtract. And unlike area model, I can do the subtraction under here. So 5 in the ones place, 9 in the tens place, and 8 minus 6 is 2. So 2 in the hundreds place. Isn't that fabulous? All right, so now I'm going to try to do 100 again. 100 times 6 is 600. Is that too large? Yes. So we can't do that. But we can do 10. So I'm going to put 10 over here. 10 times 6 is 60. So we can subtract that. So I have a difference of 235. Now this is going to take a long time. So what I can do is, remember, to multiply to get larger numbers, I can look at my least first two. Which multiple of 6 is not greater than, but less than this, but close to it? So I can look 6, 12, 24. Oh, 24 is really close, but that would be too big. So I go to 18. And so how can I make this 180 instead of just 18? Because 6 times 1, 2, 3, 6 times 3 is going to be 18, but I don't want 18, I want 180. So what can I do? Make this 6 times 30, right? And then I'll have another 0 there. So now I subtract 235 minus 180. So I have a difference of 55. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 8, can't do it, so we had to regroup. We had to regroup. This became 1. This is 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. All right? So we have 55. Now 55 is less than 10 times 6, which would be 60. So we're going to look at our next multiple. Oh, our multiples of 6, which is close. So we have 54. 54 is the closest to it, but it's not the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply what times 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 times 6 is 54. Put 54 here. Then I'm going to subtract to have a difference of 1. All right, so what is that 1? 1 is less than 6, so it's less than 6, so we're not going to divide it right now. So what would that be? That would be our remainder, right? So our remainder would be 1. Okay, or you can put remainder here. It would go on the top of the house here. Remainder 1. And so that is what we can do with that. It's less than 6. We can't do anything else. And next year you can learn what to do with it. But this year we can't do anything with it. So we're just going to have that remainder 1. So now how do we find the rest of our quotient? Right, we add up all of our partial quotients to the side here. Add all our partial quotients. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 9 is 9. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 1 plus nothing else is 1. So we have a quotient of 149 with a remainder of 1. And it would go up here too, 149. 49 with a remainder of 1. So that is how you can solve partial quotients, again, with the remainders to solve this. All right, so let's look at this next problem here. 5,956 divided by 7. First of all, our dividend is the 5,956. Our divisor is 7, and our quotient is what we're looking for. So what is that quotient? So the first thing we're going to do is put our dividend under here and our divisor to the side here. And we're ready to divide. Oh, almost. Let's write all our multiples of 7. Okay, there we go. And now we're ready to divide. All right. So we're going to start thinking about 10, 100, and 1,000. I'm going to start with 1,000. 7 times 1,000 would be 7,000. Is 7,000 larger than 5,956? It is. So can we use it? No, we can't. So let's do 100. 7 times 100 is 700. That is less, so we can do 100. So if we do that, we have 700. And we're going to subtract 700 to have a difference of 5,256. Now that's taking forever. So let's look at these first two right here. 52. Which multiple of 7 is close to 52 but not going over? 56 too big, so let's go down to 49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 7 times 7 is going to be 49. But how can we make this 4,900 instead of just 49? We will add 2 zeros, right? 2 zeros. So if we do that, boom, we have it. We have 4,900. So now what we're going to do is subtract to get a difference of 356. So we have 356 of our original dividend left. So now we're going to look at this. Again, it would take a lot of 10s, so I'm going to look at these first two. Oh, and that is a multiple of 7. 35 is a multiple of 7. So how can I get to that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 7. 5 times 7 is 35. But how can I make this not just 35, but 350? I need one more 0, so I'd add 1 0 here, right? Because 7 times 50 is 350, right? So if we practice that as we practice with multiplication, 7 times 50 is going to be 350. So now we can subtract. And we have a difference of 6. All right, so 6 is less than 7. So can we do anything with that 6? No, that 6 becomes our remainder. So we're going to put this remainder right here, remainder 6. And what are we going to do with these? We have to add our partial quotients. So 0 in the ones place, 5 in the tens place, and 8 in the hundreds place. So our answer, our quotient, is going to be 850 with a remainder of, that's supposed to be a 6, not a B, the remainder of 6. And we can put it over here too, 850 with a remainder of 6. So that's how we can have remainders and divide using partial quotients. Not too bad, not too bad. You seem to have this. I think you can do it. So let's look at the next problems. So what I would like to do is set these up and you divide them, and then we'll go over them. So we have our dividend, 859 is our dividend. Our divisor is 3, and we're looking for a quotient. Same thing with this one. This is our dividend. Our 4 is our divisor, and we'll look for our quotient here. So what we're going to do to set this up is going to put 859 under here. So 859 goes in the 7. 3 goes to the side here. Our quotient go up here. And then we need to write all our multiples of 3. Now this one's ready for you to solve. Let's do the same thing with this one, 4,659. 4,659 goes inside the 7, for the divisor goes on the outside, and now we need to write all our multiples of 4. And there we go. So you are going to solve these on your own, and we'll go over them. You should set them up just like this. We've set them up, and you're going to do the subtraction underneath each one of these. All right. Thanks for watching.